Hello and welcome to another episode of the League Swap series with Oxford City in the Premier League. And since last time we beat Gloucestershire and we beat Spennymoor. So today we have a double header against Hungerford Town, who were basically, I suppose, the runners-up in this series of the team that I took over. It was between Oxford City were first choice, then Hungerford second, and then Weston-super-Mare were third, because they've got a seagull on their badge and their kit is sponsored by McDonald's, which looks quite nice. The big M in the middle. It looks alright, but, you know, it kind of works. So as you can see, we are building a new stadium, and hopefully by the time it's built we'll be able to call it the Andrews Stadium, you know. Come on, Oxford. And as you can see, we're also improving our facilities. And we found an affiliate club. I don't know if we'd done that last time. It was a while ago. So we're currently sitting 5th in the league with a game in hand. If we beat Hungerford today, we will go top of the Premier League at Court Place Farm. As you can see, Blythe beat Chippenham 4-2. But those were basically the earlier scores. So this is sort of what the team's looking like. I don't think there have been too many huge changes. Akinola's still injured, and of course Eddie Jones is suspended. Fofana has also picked up a knock. So yeah, that's what the team is looking like going into the first match against Hungerford today. The second match, of course, then in the League Cup, which we want to do really well in, ideally. So the good thing about Hungerford is they have a lot of ex-Reading players, including Nicholas Bignell, who of course came through the youth academy, one of Eamon Dolan's products, from very early on. So before the academy got good, really. But Bignell was a decent player. Also, what's their name? Centre-back. Also, Matt Partridge. He also played for Reading. I might have seen him play. I can't remember. But I know Partridge was a Reading player. So, here we go. First game of 2. We are underway in the non-league Premier League thing. So, let's talk about plans for this. So, I want to bring in Gareth McCleary because he came through. His first proper club was Oxford City. So bringing him back from Reading, obviously being a Reading player and, you know, having a very successful career at Reading so far. I mean, goal at Wembley against Arsenal. He's played in the Premier League. He's been here for as long as I can remember. So, highlight here. So bringing him back would be nice. There are also a few other players that normally I sort of go ahead before I've actually done the post-com. So we're currently ready to play Blythe in the next episode. Ball at the top. Yeah, so we're ready to play Blythe, and I've made some transfers that'll come through on the first, which are basically there are some strikers who will quite literally eat this league alive, as Bignell crosses. Oh dear. Okay, that's hit the bar. Right. So yes, there are some players who will literally, like, they'll be just yards, miles, just you know, on a different bloody planet to most of the players in this league. Currently, we're looking at 2 strikers, 2 midfielders, and a defender, I want to say. But like we've got some good players coming in. That's all I'll say. And you won't even see who they are until the January transfer window. So I'm going to be horrible. Which actually, to be fair, is probably like in 2 weeks' time. Which, you know, isn't that long to wait. So we can sort of just, you know, go through it all and, you know, just setting the tactics up. Oh, Patterson's through. Patterson! Matty Patterson makes it 1-0 to Oxford City. The good run continues. I was about to say we're going up, but we're not going up. We're going up in pretty much every other series we're doing at the moment, which involves winning the league. The Didcot Casuals one, definitely not. We're not going to win the league. I don't know. It doesn't look likely considering that we got thrashed by Arsenal and Chelsea the other week, but you know, we'll talk about other series in other episodes with those series. But yeah, I'm a bit sad that, you know, I've kind of been quite late to the Football Manager party, I suppose, in terms of, you know, it's now March. The game will come out in like October-ish, 2019, which I'm probably going to buy, hopefully. I mean, storage on my computer, you know, is low. Obviously I use a laptop, which is over there somewhere. So yeah, that's highlight here. That's sort of the plan, is just to go until, with these few series, until, whoa, what a goal, Navarro, the right back, left back, Christian Navarro, good goal. So yeah, basically the board have let us sort of pay more money in wages, so that means we can then bring in better players on this, which is good. But anyway, the plan, so we're going to continue these series, is, if I was to get sacked with these, it's series over, basically. And I'll bring in a new series. I might bring in another series anyway that can have an episode on Saturday and an episode on Sunday. But the idea is, sort of, when the World Cup comes out, World Cup mode on FIFA, and Team of the Season, that sort of I can do a few FIFA videos at the weekend, which will be good, and then sort of, you know, from there onwards, I'm also thinking about, yeah, from there onwards, sort of other stuff. Over the summer I'll definitely add another Football Manager series, I'm sure. I'm thinking of doing sort of a round the world sort of journeyman sort of save, which is sort of fun, but I don't know, because I've sort of done one on my own and I'm very far into it. Sort of in India as manager of the Churchill Brothers, in fact, as that's one of the few small jobs available at the start of the game. We're just going to have a look at Matt Partridge here, hopefully, if it works. So Teddy Howe, obviously, is a Reading player. Oh, I keep losing my train of thought, which is very bad when I'm trying to do proper talking. Good tackle. So yeah, I started off as manager of the Churchill Brothers in India, and about 7-8 years later, I'm now manager of Bayern Munich. Obviously in Germany, I'm in my first season there. Haven't really played that since I've started making the episodes, which I need to do. I might do a world tour, sort of a save tour at some point on that. But there are some really amazing players, like player who I had, because I was at Pescara for a bit, like a player I had called Rooster, who's now pretty much the best striker in the world, English. Well, he's obviously not called Rooster, but I nicknamed him Rooster because his name was Cockruft or something, which I wasn't going to say every time I got the ball. So it's Rooster, which works. And we also have Guerri of Lyon. He formed a partnership with Rooster that's basically won us the Champions League. Yeah, we basically got mega rich owners take over and bought all the young talent when we were in Serie B, and there we were. We won the Champions League in about 3 years of being in Serie B, so that's Juventus level almost. But yeah, and that's sort of what I like to do on Football Manager. I like to buy sort of the young players and cultivate them into stars and try and keep them at the club for as long as possible, which isn't always completely possible, but I try my best. So pretty much second half of the season, I'm sort of like, if I'm assuming if like we're gonna get knocked out of the League Cup and FA Cup, like sooner or later, once we're out of the cups, and like I'll sort of speed through the league until we get to sort of like end of season where we're winning the title, hopefully, or at least there's a title battle going on, or a relegation battle if things fall apart, which I don't think they will, but if they do, we'd sort of come back for that. That's sort of the plan. So basically, like, let's say we got knocked out in the third round of the FA Cup by Man United. We then pretty much sim through until like March, which is sort of the plan. Might play an odd big game like Blythe or someone who's up the top, but I am just checking through all these players to see if they came through Reading's Academy, and I've never heard of them. Ugh. Well, this has been good. It's not been the big... Oh no. Nine-year-old has just been injured, which is very bad because he's the best player on the pitch. Best player in the Premier League, I'd say, at the moment. Which is good that we have him. Ugh. So yeah, we got some really exciting signings coming in, which I really can't... I love this series, and I really can't wait to show you them, because, you know, they're signings that... I'll tell you some of the players that we tried to get but we didn't get. Roque Santa Cruz, we had a look at him, but he didn't want to come over. Dimitar Berbatov and Robbie Keane, we had a look at. Although Robbie Keane was on very big wages, so that was always very unlikely. We also had a look at Nicholas Bentner. Once again, he didn't want to leave Norway to come and play in England, which fair enough. So those are sort of the calibre of players. Like, we're not yet Super Premier League players. We can't pay more than 11k per week. We can get in some really good players, and we got quite a bit of end of the match 2-0. I'll comment on that. Very good win. We got some decent players coming in who have played in the Premier League. Both the midfielders have played in the Premier League. But neither of the strikers have. One of the strikers have got on another YouTube save. Ooh, who is the question? Who is that? And another one came through the Oxford Academy. So we're it's once again pretty much same teams for both teams. Oh, that's good, isn't it? But yeah. Yeah, so we got Premier League experience. We've got a player from another series of mine, because he's just amazing. And he also suits what we want, what I sort of like, which is sort of a shorter, quicker forward, and then a big lump it up to the target man. He's that man, basically. Who might it be? I think you could probably guess. Like, if you pay attention to sort of the finance stuff, and sort of, well, if you just look at the transfers on my series, you can say, right, who's good enough to play, who's very good on the sort of level of Bentner and co. And then you look at him and go, yeah, okay, it's him. And it is him. But I'm not going to say his name because, there's still got to be some sort of mystery about it, even if it's so obvious. Harper's picked up a knock, which is rubbish. So, yeah, we've got that. We've got an Oxford Academy graduate who's been a prolific goal scorer sort of in League One, so he should tear up Conference North and South teams. Then when it comes to midfielders, we've got a guy who plays international football, who has played the Premier League quite a lot over recent years. Then we've got Reading legend. Equally, you could say Reading icon, and I suppose you could. But a player who came through the Reading Youth Academy and starred for the first team for a while, and no, it's not Gylfi Sigurdsson or Shane Long. So, you know, those are the two we... Oh, good ball, good ball. Come on, goal, 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 goal. Justin Bennett. So yeah, we've got some very, very nice players coming in. And I'll say this now, because I haven't wrapped up the deal. It might not happen. I mean, I'm even considering not making it happen, because we've already got 2 strikers coming in and we played 2 up front. But I'm currently scouting Adam Lafondra. Ooh, now that would be good. He's sort of the only career that he sort of fits in at the moment. So he's obviously Adam Lafondra, so he'd be the super sub. But then he'd start complaining about not getting enough first team football. You worry. But I don't know. Well, if you have heard me say this, I'm more than happy to hear down in the comments what you think about Lafondra. Should we sign Adam Lafondra? Just in general, should we sign him? Because obviously he is Adam Lafondra, but he's also 30. I also want to make sure he becomes a coach. Like, I want him to be my Oxford City assistant manager, I think. Maybe, I don't know. I want Gaff McCleary, realistically. Yeah, actually, McCleary's 30, so McCleary to be my assistant manager and then Lafondra to be, like, director of football. Yeah, got it. Alfie, director of football, that'll work. Obviously, Evtimov is our sort of one of our star players at the moment in goal. There are a few other goalkeepers I'm sort of thinking about, like Feds would be good, wouldn't he? But yeah, this is where, for all the series, if you're sort of watching this, I always want to hear like suggestions of players to sign. Like I've had Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi so far, which I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Might get them when they're very old on this save. Like, I don't know how far we're going to be able to get into this save. I mean, let's be realistic here. If we're doing 1 a week, yeah, I might do these series up until Christmas, maybe. Would that be acceptable? I don't know. Over the summer, I might even be able to sort of, you know, increase my workload. I think I'm capable of doing 2 videos a day, but yeah, we'll have to see. But then again, like, how many weeks do we have until the next Football Manager comes out? I'm starving, by the way. I need to say because my stomach's... Yeah. I've got a bread roll here, but it's kind of eating while recording is not good, so I'll do it down here. Oh. Right. I'm sorry, I needed to eat, otherwise I probably would have passed out. I'm starving. It doesn't help that I barely eat food anymore, but you know. Making some subs. Is this kickoff highlight or tactical changes highlight? Tactical changes highlight. Alright. Normally if there's like an offside call, I feel like that sometimes happens, or like a throw-in maybe, I don't know. This isn't the Thailand flag, by the way, this is a Norway scarf. In case this is your first episode watching. Or in case you just didn't know that. It could be a Thailand flag, I mean... Oh no. James Harper has been injured. And we don't have a centre mid on the bench, it doesn't look like. Oh no, what have I done? Right, we're going to makeshift formation, I suppose, here. You can go out wide, and we'll move Sinclair from the middle to the right side of midfield. Yeah. David Pearce. Oh, no. We want the League Cup to go on for as long as possible because of money. Long. Ball. Works. Good ball. Pishnan. Yes! Matthew Peak Pishnan. Well in, my son. He might be 1 star in a Conference South team, but he's just only gone and scored the winner. Like, we're probably going to release him in January. So, sorry. But, you know, make a name for yourself in these early episodes, son. Because he'd be sixth choice. Even then we sort of have an attacking midfielder who can play sort of strikery. So, Signing that guy was probably a mistake, because although he's a good player, like, he's so injury prone. He's got 2 really bad injuries already. So he'll probably go start next season. Start of next season, we'll obviously become professional. There are going to be a lot more signings. Like, we're going to be bringing in the Ward Prowses of this world, the Dufes, the Shane Longs. Shane Long is someone who I really want to have in as many series as possible, realistically. Like, Gylfi and Shane, with someone else. If we have Alf, we can have Lafondra, Gylfi and Shane as a front three. That might be cool. Alright, we're in the 97th minute. Come on, ref. Time. That's full time. That's full time. That is full time. We are through to the 4th round of the League Cup, the Carabao Cup. Right here. It's right here. This is, of course, the Carabao Cup. And we're going to win this. We're going to win this, hopefully. Yeah, so that's the end of the episode. I'm going to come back for Blythe, which is a bloody long time. Yeah, late November. So that's going to be fun. And then after that, you know, well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm just going to do the Blythe matches. That's sort of, this is Sparta versus League Swap, which is cool. So, yeah, that's the end of this episode. Hope you did enjoy. The next one's going to be good against Blythe. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yes.